Good morning. Prior to lighting the candles of the menorah, we recite the brachos on the first night, 3 brachos of Lahadlik Ner Shel Chanukah and Sha'asa Nisim, and finally Shehechayanu. However, on the remaining nights, we leave out the bracha of Shehechayanu and we only recite the first 2 brachos. After concluding the brachos, we begin to light the menorah. And then we have the practice to say Haneros Halalu and Ma'oz Tzur. Now the question comes up, when exactly do we begin saying Haneros Halalu? Because Shulchan Aruch writes that Achar Shehidlik Omer Haneros Halalu, that after one has lit, they should say Haneros Halalu. And the Magen Avraham interprets that means Achar Shehidlik Ner Rishon, after one lights the first candle. One should go ahead and recite Haneros Halalu while lighting the remaining candles. One interpretation given for this is because besides for the words of Haneros Halalu, there are 36 remaining words corresponding to the 36 lights that we light on Hanukkah. And therefore, we're saying Haneros Halalu, these candles, and then the next 36 words corresponding to each candle. However, the Pri Megadim raises an issue that this still may be a hefsek. Certainly everyone agrees that we cannot begin to say Haneros Halalu prior to lighting the first candle, because then we would be interrupting between the bracha and the primary mitzvah. But the Pri Megadim points out that really the bracha is going on all the candles, so it is not sufficient to wait only until after the first candle. But if we are going according to the level of Mahadran or Mahadran Mina Mahadran, which we discussed previously, then we should really wait until after lighting all of the candles so as to avoid any concern of hefsek. Even though the Pri Megadim does conclude and says, who can say Neged Me'oren Shel Yisrael Maharshal? Who can say against the Maharshal from whom the Magen Avraham was quoting? But he writes, the Pri Megadim, that one who goes this way and lights only after concluding all of the candles certainly has what to rely on as well. And the Mishnah Berurah quotes both of those opinions as well, as to whether one should begin saying Haneros Halalu after the first candle is lit, or wait until after the conclusion of lighting all of the candles. One point about Haneros Halalu, Rav Soloveitchik, who's quoted by Rav Shechter in his Sefer Nefesh Harav, explains that Haneros Halalu is not just a nice little paragraph to be said, but rather it is quite essential to the lighting, because we know the foundation of lighting is for the sake of Persumei Nisa. And Rav Soloveitchik explains that every act of Persumei Nisa has something that we say along with it. For example, the mitzvah of Dalit Kosos has the Haggadah that we say along with it. The mitzvah of Kriyas HaMegillah itself is a verbal statement. And so the lighting of Haneros, of the menorah, needs an Amira, needs a saying to go along with it as well, to accentuate the Pirsumei Nisa. So that which Rav Soloveitchik says is Haneros Halalu, showing how fundamental this statement really is. And therefore, it is really quite essential and important that we say Haneros Halalu. When we say Haneros Halalu, has ground footing to stand on, whether it is after the first candle or after the completion of all of the lighting. Have a fantastic day.